Good morning everyone and welcome to day 16 of building a Delorean time machine in just 20 days. Now, my diffusion has arrived. This is from Panavision and it is a white diffusion gel. Code on it is 216 if anyone needs any. I'm not sure what other people use on this, but I find this the best and I'll show you why. I just take a small strip. Let me get a piece of wood just to put it on. Something like a little bit of this. I'll cut this and use this as our cutting board. Right. So, piece of wood, got this on here. Rather add a little and just get a little strip of it. We can probably use again at some point. Right. What's quite good, just to keep the edges straight, is I line it up on one side of the board and then put the ruler against the other. Just gives me a nice straight line. It means I can get a clean strip. But I'll put a fresh blade on when I am doing it properly. But anyway, so that's the diffusion gel. When I put it behind a piece of mesh, it sort of looks like that. So you can't really see it through the mesh, but also what it does is it just kind of fogs it. So what I'll do is I'll get the camera closer, we'll line it up on the LED and show you. It's always a little bit brighter on camera than it is to the naked eye, but I'll show you anyway and you'll get an idea. And just while I'm lining it up, I thought I'd show you with this example piece. I use this, so it's a contact spray adhesive. And I find once you've got your mesh cut and to size, you can just, I line it up right, make sure the nozzle's clear. There we go. Give that a little spray on the grill. I'm going to line this up. Give it about 20 seconds or so. It takes the wetness out and it starts to go tacky. If we lie that on there, what I tend to do is usually cut the diffusion gel a little bit wider, and then I can run a blade along each edge, and that way it's precisely cut to what you've got. But there you are. Now we've got the grill with the diffuser stuck behind it. That's not going to come off, and because this is waterproof and then it's pinched in, even with weather and water it should be fine. Obviously if you push a pressure washer against there, it will start to tear through, so I wouldn't advise a pressure washer, but everything else should be all right. Now I'll line it up on this and we'll show you what it looks like. Hi guys, right, now I've got my diffusion gel and my LEDs are on, so if I put that in front of it, you should be able to see that. You can still see the line, but it dulls it right down. It diffuses it quite a bit. So hopefully when the whole thing's on, it should really diffuse it nicely and give it the blue line look, but without it being so straight. It should really dull it out. So it should look good. Right guys, I'm just going to show you, this is a little template that I have made, and it is the outline of the inside of the flux band, or the flux boxes, the ones that you've got on the roof, on the bumpers and on the rear bumper. So I've cut this out, and what I can do is then line this up on the mesh, pre-cut it, so that when I go to slide it in, it will be a perfect fit. So I think what I'm showing you now on camera is that I'll just cut those little ends off and it will fit nicely. Right, so I've got the first section ready. As you can see, it does take quite a long time to cut these and put the diffuser on the back and everything else. But once it's actually in position, I can then mark out the P-clips that I'll be putting on. And that'll wedge in there like that, nice and neat. And we'll use P-clips and that'll pull it nice and tight. But yeah, it gives you a little bit of what it should look like. And if I can find the keys again around here somewhere, I can activate the lights for you. And at least that way you get a bit of an idea again at what it looks like. It's nice, it hides it nicely. So even if the lights aren't on, they're off, it gives it a nice look. The camera is picking up the LEDs more than what you would actually see in what you would see like with the naked eye. It's bringing it up a lot more, and you do get that with some photos. I don't know if you saw on the video before, it's slightly flickering away, and it makes it a little bit, well, glowy blue. I can't find the keys at the minute, so what I'll do is when I find the keys, I'll get the car turned on and show you what that looks like. So give me 2 minutes. Hi guys, right, I found the key, so I got the lights on. So there you have it without the mesh. You can just see it's an LED rope light, and then it does give it a nice little look. So if I just slide this back on, it cups in there really nicely. And then I got a little bit of tweaking to do, which I'll do when I put the P-clips on. But as you can see there, it does. I put a small spacer there just to keep those two slightly wider apart there. But it does give it a nice look, and it really hides those lines, so it gives it more of a blue glow. It shows more on this camera than it does to the naked eye, but in general, it's much better. You can't see as much. And like I say, there's the cut in. So when it's pulled in nice and tight, it's got a nice cutting edge there, and the blue glow coming through. It looks a lot brighter on the camera. The LED gives it a bit of a weird feeling, a weird look, but yeah, it looks nice. And I think once that's got the P-clips, should look pretty good. And then we'll continue with the whole car. I'm not going to do a time lapse of everything because I think it's a little bit boring. So what I'll do is I'm going to start cutting and sliding this all together, and then I'll show you the end results. So stick with us, and I'll see you in a minute. Hey everyone, right, I've got the grills on the front here, we've got the mesh lined up with the diffuser on, and if I turn the remote on, you get the nice blue glow. I'll show you the backs now. Hey everyone, and here is the back driver's side flux band. So I've just finished putting this one together. I've got all of the P-clips in the right places, all the joints right, and once again, if I turn it on, that's the nice blue glow that you get. I'll have a little look, see what it looks like on camera. Doesn't look too bad. Also, what I've done down here is I've just put a little bit of mesh on the upper side of this as well, just because you can kind of see it from when you're standing. I move the tripod quickly around so you can see. Here is the driver's side. It's funny because the LEDs always make it look a little bit patchy, and then if I shrink down here, you should be able to see I've done the top bit of mesh. If I turn it off, you can see better. I've done a top section of mesh as well as underneath, just so that when it is on, you're not seeing the LEDs. They're a bit more hidden. So yeah, and there we are. I'm going to leave it there for today because it's quite late, but that's taken all day to get those looking good. But I think it looks quite smart. And yeah, even the front I think looks pretty smart. Sorry, I've got a table there so it's tight. Yeah. And then as you can see, it's cut right in on these corners. Same on the roof. cut in neatly, and my light goes right to the edge as well, so it looks like it's coming straight out of the band and along and down. So very happy with that. Hi guys, thought I'd just show you another quick video of me walking around the car so you can see it a bit more clearer. There's the mesh running all the way down and underneath. Then back up on this side. We've got the mesh down there, both sides, and then it runs up and along. And yeah, that's the car all glowing away. So I don't think it looks too bad. So we're going to leave it there for today. It's been a long old day getting these on. It's taken all day to get these looking good and lining up the diffuser. So join us for day 17 and we'll be looking at getting the wiring done. I've also got some little switches to go on the steering wheel, so I'll show you how we do that. And yeah, we will see you the day after tomorrow, because I'm not here tomorrow. And yeah, day 17, here we come. Thanks for watching.